during the course of the feed, and also when you first log in, covering the whole screen as well. And if you are able, and as ever, the players and officials kneeling in solidarity with the Black Lives Matters movement just before we get underway. And Martha, you've been doing this as well. It's important, isn't it, to use your platform to promote campaigns such as Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I think you see a lot of athletes, especially now, but even in the past, using their platform in a positive way, especially with social issues. I think, it's a great, obviously loads of people watch football, so it's a great opportunity for us to use our platform to create change.
Here come Palace with a speculative long-range effort from Taylor, which is did games where they were allowed fans, and then of course the last two victories in the FA WSL2, or the FA Women's Championship as it's now officially known. They also kept clean sheets as well, but that might change here as Palace thread a ball forwards, and it's a good save, I think anyway, that Laura Hartley got a hand on that. Crystal Palace certainly claiming the corner. I think that the Lewes...
Yeah, this is the time that you're glad you're underneath a covering.
Absolutely, this is the time where we can smile, because it's still quite mild, it's just very, very wet. As Coral Haynes plays one over the top, and a first opportunity for Palace, and it was Amy Taylor, and off her line quickly and adeptly was Laura Hartley.
Yeah, another great through ball there from Coral Haynes, who...
And for the first time, Palace putting Goddard right in front of Hartley. It's not the best delivery to the near post. Lewes can only half clear though. Waldy's delivery again, that's a better ball in, a bit of a swing and a miss, and then a looping effort over the bar from Amber Gaylor. Possessed Palace starting to press the Lewes back line, but she does well to keep her balance and the ball in play, and now there's space to run down that right hand side. Kempson has made a run into the area. Jones is pulled back, doesn't quite reach her teammates, but it's picked up by Mackie, who tries the snapshot, but it was always fading wide.
And that was a great run by Hannah down the line, and even better distribution there from Boswell, and that pullback was in a fantastic area. Just unfortunately I think Emma Jones was almost on it, but yeah, I'm really surprised there that Emma didn't shoot, especially being left-footed. I thought that was going to tee up quite nice for her, but she looked like she just wanted to try and pull it back, but I'm not sure she got any movement in the box.
Jones again, now she does shoot, and that was hit with venom, but a couple of yards wide of the right-hand post. You can pick one, and then if the directors agree, that player may come up. I know against Coventry United, as Lewes have a good opportunity here. And down quite painfully goes Jones after Emma Gibbon, the Palace keeper, was quick off her line. There wasn't really an appeal for any kind of penalty there, though.
No, that wasn't coming together. I thought Emma was going to stick her foot out and just poke it over the head of the goalie, but I think you're right. I think they kind of just clashed into each other instead.
Looping, long effort here, and it almost flies in. And that was real opportunism. I think it was Ellie Noble just faded wide at the last minute, but off the boot that looked like it had a chance by Jamat. And again, as I said in the first half, there is a slight height advantage. It's in towards the back post though, where Gaylor was, and once again it is Lewes who not only come away with it but can surge forwards on a counter-attack now. And that's a super ball into the back post as well. It's just ever so slightly in front of Jamat. It was a really good break though by Hannah Griffin. Just a reminder as well, we have a donate now button on the feed. It is free, and we certainly understand that times are difficult at the moment due to COVID-19 for everyone, but if you can spare the price of a pizza or a coffee or even just £1, it would be much appreciated to help keep Lewes functioning during these difficult times. As Jones is shot, flies into the left-hand corner. Emma Jones with the breakthrough. That's what she's capable of. A fierce effort that zipped off the surface and finds the bottom left-hand corner. Lewes 1, Crystal Palace 0.
And I think Hannah Griffin deserves some credit there, because that was what we would say as a cheeky little back heel to her. And what a strike there by Emma Jones, who's got a great left foot, and it just skipped right in front of the goalkeeper of Jones's feet and find the bottom corner. And to be honest with you, that's the easiest way to do it, you would say, quick out of your feet.
Let's give you more shout-outs. We're feeling generous now that Lewes have taken the lead. By the way, if you're a Palace fan, feel free to...
Cute.
So it's great to have your company. If you want a shout-out at Jacobs Ben, do get in touch. As Palace at the other end are looking for an immediate response. Lewes, though, with the bit between their teeth. Emma Jones with her first goal of the season.
Yeah, I think they tried to catch Laura out there, but she did a really good...
And it's 0-0 between Blackburn and Birmingham as this corner is hit high. Plenty of air on that one to try and cause confusion around the penalty spot. Jamrat, though, couldn't quite get to it, and it's hoofed away by Goddard. Back there again with Lewes on that far side. But a comfortable enough take-off with set pieces in dangerous positions. Jones, the goal scorer, to deliver. It's a great ball in. Oh, the goalkeeper's made a hash of it. It nearly sneaks into the back post.
That was an absolutely fantastic ball, and it just seemed to slip right through Emma Gibbons.
Suddenly quite end-to-end, 15 minutes remaining. It's a drilled corner in. That's a dangerous delivery as well that could bounce anywhere, and Crystal Palace have equalised. It was a super ball in from the left-hand side, and it's been forced into the back of the net. It is 1-1 here at the Dripping Pan.
Yeah, Lewes will be really, really disappointed there to concede from a set piece. And it did seem like there was a few bodies and a few touches on it before it hit the back of the net. I'm not even sure who scored, as it seemed quite chaotic in there.
Yeah, pitch to see this out.
Yeah, you know, they will have a lot of experience playing Coventry and London City the past 2 weekends, keeping clean sheets. So they'll be hoping here to, you know, hang on to only allow Palace that one goal.
Shot coming in, this time from Lee Nicole, the substitute. Anyone call you that as a nickname?
No, I don't think I'm quite on Marta's level to pick up that name.
Fierce effort, and almost dropped. But in the end, Laura Hartley did really well to gather that loop.
Quite a few Welshies out here today.
Indeed.
Obviously, with Lewes having quite a few, you'd wonder if...
Here's Katie Rood. Sorry to interrupt you. Wonderful save by Emma Gibbon, who watched it all the way. Cousins started that off in an attacking position. They'll have to determine what end the penalties are taken, but without fans, it becomes a little bit less relevant. I guess whichever end's drier, as again, Lewes pressing and staying close, but conceding a corner, and Waldy's come up, corner delivered from the far side. Oh, it's into a dangerous area, and that's an own goal, I think. Lewes have put through their own net.
Oh, it might have been an own goal. Seems like Baptiste might be claiming it, but...
Off Sophia O'Rourke. I know that Palace are claiming it. Baptiste is claiming it. I thought that came off a Lewes player, but obviously we only had one quick look at it.
Yeah, to concede two off of set pieces, Lewes will be very, very upset with it. But the high...
Crystal Palace will come away with maximum points, but a bill for £25,000. They're not happy though, but they are in possession. And a speculative effort leaning back in the end, sails well over the bar.
Pitched the other, bit of a skip. And unfortunately Donovan wasn't able to bring it down because it did seem like a promising chance.
And there is the full-time whistle. Crystal Palace beat Lewes by 2-1. Bianca Baptiste with both the goals after Emma Jones had put Lewes ahead with a brilliant, firmly hit effort that zipped into the bottom left-hand corner. Baptiste, though, came on as a substitute and ultimately made a difference. The first goal prodded in from a corner, and the second goal, very similar, another set piece and another poacher's finish to give Crystal Palace the 2-1 victory.